Golfers, I'm going to explain one simple way to improve distance with your driver. I'm talking about 40 yards of carry distance, even if you're a moderate swing speed golfer. I'm going to tell you now, it's not club speed and it is not changing your equipment. Watch this video to find out now. Angle of attack. That's it. That is the secret. Improving your angle of attack will make you hit the ball much farther with your driver. So we're going to focus today on moderate swing speed golfers. I'm talking about golfers that swing in the mid-90s with their club speed. What club speed does that mean? Well, believe it or not, that is actually the average club speed for an amateur golfer, but it's also the average club speed for the top LPGA golfers out there. What do they do differently compared to amateur golfers? You called it. They hit up on the ball. They hit up on the ball 3 degrees with their driver. What do amateur golfers do? They hit down on the ball with their driver. So today we're going to go over angle of attack and just how important it is in your golf game, especially with driver. If you hit down on the ball with your driver, there's a good chance you're probably playing a tee height that's this low. I can tell you now, you're going to need to. Otherwise, you would hit sky marks on your driver. If you can improve your angle of attack with your driver, we can get to the point where we're hitting a tee this high. What that's going to do is that's going to allow you to change where you hit it on the club face. If you hit down on the ball and you tee it too high, this part of the club, you're going to see some sky marks. If you hit up on the ball with a tee that's too low, you're going to hit down here. So you guessed it, we're going to want to learn to hit up on it so we can hit the ball right in the middle or slightly high on the face to get that optimal trajectory with the driver. Two other things you have to change. You have to change your ball position. So having your ball position a little farther forward with your driver will help. And the final thing is, remember, we're swinging a driver here. We're not swinging an iron. So we have to make sure that the club head gets to the ball before the hands. With an iron, you would want the hands to get to the ball before the club head. You can see how you're going to hit down on it, and you're going to hit it on this part of the club. So for today's test, what we're going to do is I'm going to first start out swinging around about 95 miles an hour. So a lot of you golfers can relate. And I'm going to start out by hitting down the ball 3 degrees with a 10.5 degree driver. This is the brand new TaylorMade QI 35. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to hit those shots, talk about the numbers, and then I'm going to change it to +3. We're talking about a 6 degree change. I'll hit up on the ball for 3 degrees. And what you're going to see is I'm going to carry the ball 40 yards farther. Let's get to testing. Before I do so, please subscribe to this channel. Let me know how your journey on angle of attack with your driver is going, and let me know what videos you want to see. Let's do this. Moderate swing speed testing so you all can relate. I'm going to first start off with an intentional negative attack angle. I'm going to intentionally hit down on the ball. I have the new QI 35 driver here at 10.5 degrees of loft. So let's hit some shots with a negative attack angle. And that ball barely got in the air. But that was down 2.3 degrees. You're going to have a hard time getting the ball in the air with a negative attack angle. That was down 3.3 degrees, going 238 when I'm swinging at 97 miles an hour. That was 94 miles an hour, down 2.6 degrees. All right, so that one, yeah, still struggling on the distance. Carry 198, going 232. That was down 3.9 and barely got in the air. That was nice and straight at least. That was 95 mile an hour club speed, a dead straight shot, but it only went 228. We're going to change that soon. I guarantee we're going to hit further than that. That was down 3.2. Let's hit one more. .226, I'd assume that was down 3.6 degrees on the attack angle. We don't present much loft. The ball launch is low. So what I was doing there, because I hit down on it, I had to play a tee that's a little bit lower. We will tee the ball higher to get the attack angle up eventually. But I also had my ball position back in my stance. And I was basically swinging like an iron. So swinging like an iron, what that means is coming through at impact, the hands are going to get to the ball before the club. We'll change that over when we hit up on it, where I'll get the club to get to the ball before the hands. But that's what we were seeing here, negative attack angle. Let's take a look at these numbers. So launch angle, launching around 6 degrees. If you're a golfer that launches the ball in the single digits and you hit down on it, you are going to pick up some serious distance here. Let's just face it. You can see launching at 5.7, carry 188, going 229. So keep an eye on two things as we change stuff up. First thing we're going to be taking a look at is launch angle. So keep an eye on that, and also angle of attack. So now I'm going to switch this up. We're about 3 degrees down. I'm going to try and go 3 degrees up and see if we notice any difference in the distance. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is I'm going to need to tee the ball a little bit higher. Same club head, nothing's changed, same loft. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tee the ball a little bit higher, so it's a little over halfway above the crown of the driver. I'm going to move my ball position a little bit further forward in the stance. Remember what I said? We want the club head to get to the hands first. Sorry, the club head to get to the ball first if you hit an iron. With a driver, so that will be coming in like this. With a driver, we want the opposite. We want the club head to get to the ball before the hands. So let's see if I can hit up on it and see if we notice any differences in the distance. Do my best to be about 95 miles an hour. That was a little slow. That was 86 miles an hour. But what you'll notice is that ball actually carried just as far as when we were swinging faster. Yeah, that was up 3.7. Pulled that one just a little bit left on us here, a little closed face. All right, so we've got some work to do to get the speed up here. Those two swings were just a little slow. All right, so that was 97 miles an hour on club speed. So pretty close. What do you know? 258. That's definitely a little further than we're used to seeing. And that angle of attack was only 2 degrees up. So I can go a little further. I didn't want to hit too far up, so I didn't want to go too extreme. We'll see what that looks like. 96 mile an hour club speed, up 4, 240 carry, going 260. That was the perfect example right there of where hitting up on it can help you get some serious distance with your driver. And I talk a lot about a number, it's called descent angle. When I'm fitting someone, I want a descent angle about 30 to 40 degrees with a driver. That one there was 37.1. So that came in with an optimal trajectory of the ball, carries as far, and then also releases out. That was a beautiful swing. It might have been just a touch fast there, pulled that a little bit. Yep, so that was right at about 100 mile an hour club speed. I'll see if I can slow it down just a little bit here again for you. But you can see 100 mile an hour club speed, it was going about 280 if it was going straight. And it was up 4. That was just under 100. Up 3.5. Okay, so why don't we pull up the numbers and take a look at the difference between -3 and +3 with the attack angle. Let's just show you the data, show you the averages here. Attack angle, +3.1 versus -3.0. So up 3 versus down 3. You'll see the head speed, 1 mile an hour difference. Okay, it's going to maybe 2 or 3 yards, but that's not going to be the equation here. The most important thing to pay attention to is going to be angle of attack difference. You'll notice, still didn't hit it in a great spot, similar impact location, but now let's look at ball data. So let's just deduct 3 yards from positive attack angle because we were swinging at 1 mile an hour faster. So let's call it 223 going 253 versus a negative attack angle of 188 going 229. This is huge. We're talking about taking your attack angle from -3 to +3, a 6-degree change. What does that result? Well, that results in approximately 20 to 30 yards more total distance. But you'll definitely notice big changes in carry distance. You know, we're talking 188 to call it just under 230. That's a massive change. We're talking that's 40-yard difference in carry distance. Crazy, crazy. And you'll see ball speed, that didn't change. You'll see I was hitting in the same spot. But I want you to see this. Look at the flight trajectory. When you're hitting down on it, that ball is going to fly at a very, very flat trajectory. You're hitting up on it, that ball is going to fly higher, and you'll see the difference in the launch angle. 5.7 degrees with the launch angle with a -3 attack angle, 12.4 degrees on a positive. So it's about 6 degrees, right? So you can see the difference in changing your angle of attack from -3 to +3 is huge. So what did I do different? So the biggest takeaway here, and I get it, it's going to take a little bit of practice with angle of attack with your driver, but the biggest difference is ball position. So ball position, definitely have that ball position where it is significantly further forward if you want to hit up on it. What you'll also do is your left shoulder will be a little higher because of that. And at impact, we want to get more into that position. Shaft lean, I talked about this already. With an iron, you want to compress it. With a driver, you want to let the loft of the club get the ball in the air. So most importantly with the driver, because that ball position is further forward, you want to allow the club head to get to the ball before your hands, as opposed to your hands getting to the ball before the club. That's probably the biggest difference in regards to if you want to change angle of attack. That simply right there will make a huge difference. The third and final thing is tee height. When I'm hitting up on it, you can see I'm hitting using a very, very high tee. When I was hitting down on it, if I used this high tee, I'm going to sky it every single time, and I'm going to put dummy marks all over this beautiful brand new driver, and we do not want to do that. So let me know what you can find out with regards to angle of attack. If you want to pick up 30, 40 yards more carry distance with your driver, definitely work on angle of attack. Please subscribe to this channel. Let me know what videos you want to see next.